Once you have your robot and it's done being colored, you're going to need to get a piece of paper that looks like this, and you're going to be using this paper as your background to build your cardboard robot on top. You will then need some scissors, some glue. There is some boxes of scrap cardboard, so you might want to grab a piece that maybe looks like this. You can also use this for scrap, but there's also a scrap bucket that has scrap cardboard that has been used from other classes that you can also cut into. Notice I don't have any pencil in front of me, right? This is all going to be done using cut cardboard. Now the thing about this is you might notice on this piece of paper that the robot here is a little bit small, right? So we want to make sure that when we are doing our robot on this paper, we make our robot much bigger. So I just want to show you kind of how to get started. I'm going to start with the body of the robot. So do you see how this is kind of triangular or rectangle? So I'm going to start with kind of a big part of the body. And I'm going to start down here. And I'm going to cut this, and I'm going to decide how wide do I want the bottom of my piece to be, right in through here. So I might cut something that might be something like this. So here's my body. So this part here is this part right here. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay. Now we need to do the head, and I have enough space up here to cut a big circle for the head, right? So I'm going to go in through here and I'm going to cut. Again, I'm just cutting. I am not using any pencil. I am just kind of using my eyes and my imagination to cut the shapes that I need. And I want to make sure my robot is nice and big. So now I have the head of my robot. But, however, how do you think I'm going to connect the head to the body? Glue. But what am I missing in here? The neck. So I might take another piece of cardboard, and I might cut kind of a long piece of cardboard, actually. See that? Kind of a long, narrow piece of cardboard. And I'm going to cut that, and watch what I can do. Now I'm going to open up my glue. Now, one of the reasons why I'm having you work on this paper is because if glue leaks out, it's not going onto your table or your desk. And then when you're done, you're going to be able to pick up this whole thing to make sure it stays nice and stable and it doesn't kind of fall apart. And we're going to put it on the drying rack at the end of class. Do I expect you to finish your robot today?
No.
No, absolutely not. Also, one thing you are going to need, which you will need a pencil for, I do want you to put your name on your paper, just so that we know who's, because sometimes robots look a little similar, and so tomorrow when you come in and I lay these out on the tables for you to collect, you're going to know exactly which one's yours. So watch what I'm going to do. So this is going to be my neck. I need to make sure that I connect this properly. So I'm going to open up my glue, and I'm going to put some glue here, and I'm going to put some glue here. Then I'm going to move these. I'm going to place this here, and then I'm going to glue my head down here, and I'm going to glue my body here. So do you see now I have a nice strong connection? Because this is so long, it's going to create a nice strong connection with the head and the body. If this were only this tall, do you think that would create as strong of a connection? No. So you always want your connector pieces to be a little bit longer. So now look at, we have skinny legs, right? Well, look at, I have some extra material. I might take this and I might go, okay, here are some skinny legs. And I think I'm going to do something like this. So maybe here are the top skinny legs. Does that make sense? Okay, my top skinny legs. But notice there's circles here, right? There's kind of half circles, correct? So I can go ahead and watch what I'm going to do. I can create a half circle. Or actually, you know what? I think I might, instead of creating a half circle, I think I'm going to create a full circle. I think that would be better. Because again, I need to make the circle, I need to make sure I'm gluing those two pieces together. And a half circle may not work as well. So watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to put glue here and here. And then I can put the circle on top. Wow. And that'll hold that piece together. Are you seeing what I'm doing? Yes. You will continue to add your arms. You'll continue to add all your details. And you'll just keep adding pieces to this to create even more and more. Now, I forgot to tell you one other thing. When you are, if you would like to, one of your options is this. So let's say I wanted to add an arm here, okay? And maybe I don't want an arm that looks like this. Maybe I want an arm that curves. So do you see how this arm kind of curves? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to create an arm that curves. But maybe there's an elbow in there somewhere. So I'm going to cut the full thing. And then I might cut this in half. And then watch this. Watch this. Here we go. I have with me, I have brass fasteners along with a hole puncher. And watch what I can do. When you're ready for this, you just let me know and I will come around and I will help. I can go in here. Oh, yes. And I can hole punch here. I can hole punch here. I can do this. Put that on top. I'm going to put the brass fastener through the two holes, and then I'm going to take that brass fastener and I'm going to spread it out. See that? Wow. Now I have an arm that's moving. I could add another one here so that this moves. I could add legs that move. Okay? So that's another option that you have, but then you're just going to continue adding all your details. Okay, so that's how you're going to be constructing your robot, and then I will also do a demonstration on how we're going to clean up. So, have fun building your robot.